Thank you. This next question, the first responder will be Jennifer. Do you think the Constitution is a living document? How did you come to that conclusion?
Well, I use the Constitution every day in my work, and I rely on it, and I guess I wouldn't do that differently as a judge either. And is it living? Yes, it's survived this long. It seems to serve us well. While the Supreme Court opinions change, and we change our practices to follow the Supreme Court, I don't anticipate as a district judge making any, whopping anti-constitutional decisions. I treat it with the respect it deserves, and that's what I intend to do if I'm a judge.
Barb?
I believe the Constitution is a living document. It has to be, or it's going to survive 200 years with all the change and the social change and the political change and everything else that's gone on in this country. If the document was not a living document, it would not have survived this long. So I believe it is a living document. It does need to have some ability to be a little bit flexible, to be able to accommodate what's going on in our lives. But I'm certainly not certainly not considering making any monumental constitutional decisions either as a district court judge. But I certainly do respect the Constitution and will abide by the Constitution.
There are rare circumstances where a district court judge does have the opportunity to pass on constitutional issues. And, certainly in the area of criminal law and even in the area of civil law at times. This is an area where we may have disagreement on this panel for the first time. I'm an originalist. I believe in something a little different than strict construction. I believe that the Constitution and laws should be interpreted based upon the reasonable expectation of what people alive at the time the law was passed believed. That's the originalist philosophy that is advanced by people like Scalia and others. And I think that's the appropriate way to look at these questions.
Melanie?
I think of the district court, we do address constitutional issues, but they're always facts-based constitutional issues, like search and seizures and illegal stops. But with respect to the Constitution, if you look at the document itself, it does have a provision for living and growing and changing. Within the Constitution, there's a place to amend it, to provide for new amendments. We've done that over the century. So it is a living document. With respect to strict construction, I think that's a basic rule of general judicial construction. When a statute comes before you, when a constitution comes before you, you have to read it strictly within the terms of what is written before you. But with the Constitution's living, it's growing all the time.
Mike?
Specifically, as the question applies to the district court, the constitutional law cases are pretty well set in stone. They don't change that often. So, in its well-established precedent. So, I think as a district court judge, largely we're going to be following established precedent. Generally speaking, the Constitution does have to have some flexibility in it. And I think there are some living aspects to it that when society changes and issues change in our country, that the Constitution has changed over time to adapt to those changes in society.
We started with a follow-up question from you all on back to the Constitution. And Kevin will be our first responder. Is it the role of a judge to bend the Constitution when he or she sees a need?
No. I should leave it there, but I'm not going to. No, somebody pointed out correctly, and I think it was Miller, that there is a process, if needed, to change the Constitution. The life is contained within the Constitution's terms, and we're talking here about the federal Constitution. There's also a state constitution which has amendment property. if you want to change it, you amend it. That's the process that you go through. It should not be bent by judicial decree.
Yes, Melanie?
It should not be bent by judicial decree.
It's quick. Mike?
Same answer, it should absolutely not be bent by a district court judge.
It's not a-
Jennifer?
I'll be short also and agree, not to be bent by a district judge.
Barb?
Yeah, I don't want to fuck the tradition. I'll agree with that also. It shouldn't be done by the judge.
Should not be bent, okay.